Allow yourself to lift with the tall spine, sitting however it feels appropriate. Hoping that you have your straps with you. Feel a nice long spine, elongate through the neck. Place your hands however it is comfortable. And let's take 3 nice, full, deep 3-part yogic breaths. Belly rise, middle chest, all the way up to the collarbones and back down. Luscious, long, elongated in-breath and an elongated out-breath. And one more 3-part yogic breath. On your next inhale, please bring the palms to the heart. Let's all exhale together. And on an in-breath, arms out to the side, all the way up to the sky. And exhale down to the heart. One more time. Inhale, arms out to the side, all the way up to the sky. And on an exhale, down to the heart. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. One more full deep breath here, just really centering. Allow yourself to feel the sits bones onto the ground. And then very, very gently, allow yourself to bring the hands down to the side. Let's lengthen out the legs and shake them out a little bit. Soft knees and then bend into the knees, and we're just going to roll down onto the backs. We're going to soften into the elbows and the knees, and we're just going to shake and really wake up. This morning I'm going to do a couple of little flows in our stretch. So I want to make sure we're really warmed up. And then a nice point and flex. Today, let's see if we can't come inside and begin to hear that inner song. Is there really an inner song? Let's roll ankles and wrists, please. And just play with that today. Maybe that inner song is a focus on the breath. Just notice. And keep a fist and point and flex, working into the thumb joints. Nice, and we're going to hug the left knee into the chest, tuck the chin in, pull the shoulder blades down, and we're going to point as we bring the right leg down, flex as we draw it up. Again, point, inhale up, nice flexion, extension. If you start to get a cramp, then just work out. See if you can get more range of motion, keeping the sacral spine nice and flat. Last one, just warming up the legs, working into the knee joint, and we're going to switch. So right knee into the chest, left leg up to the sky. Point deeply into that left toe. Hover it just above the mat, and on a flex, draw it up, bring it towards your crown of your head. Point down. Take it slow. Let the breath be the guide for bringing the leg up and down. We have 2 more here. Really draw the toes towards the shin bone as you press into the heel, ascending that leg back up to the sky. Last one. Good, and then bring it all the way up. Let's bring both legs up, please. And then we're just going to take and place the palms on the front of the thighs. And we're just going to bend into the right knee and alternate with the left. You want to try to bring the heel of each respective foot towards that same sit bone. Just working into the knee capsules. A couple more times. Just really working into that knee capsule. Notice where you feel any tension or tightness. And then bring the legs up to the sky, and let's take them really wide. Use the hands to open up, and let's rock side to side. And then bring the arms out to the side, palms down. And then we're just going to take both legs over to the right. On an in-breath, back up and over to the other side. Just continue to move. Feel the nice massage on the low back. Feel the legs working. If you choose, you can begin to turn this into core and keep the legs together, or you can keep it nice and soft. Just continue to move side to side, breathing. Take it all the way over to the left. The next time that we come over to the right, we're just going to land there. And we're going to hover that left leg. And we're going to roll the ankle. And just notice what you feel in the attachment of the hamstrings. Roll it the other way. Good, and then bring that left leg up, right leg up, and let's take it over to the left. So we're gonna just hover that right leg is not touching the left. I feel a deep stretch into the outermost hamstring attachment, and now I'm just gonna roll my ankle, big movements. You might feel it into the shin bone, into the calf. I'm keeping my head neutral and both shoulders down. Core lightly engaged. And then on an in-breath, gently bring it up. From there, allow yourself, please, to just drop right into full happy baby. Allow yourself to compress as much of the spine to the floor. Press into the back of the head. Pull the shoulder blades down. If it feels good, rock a little bit side to side as we loosen up the back. And then allow yourself to bring the feet more towards the forehead. And then draw the soles of the feet together into butterfly. You can let the low back lift up off the floor a little bit, and you want to press the feet, the inner feet, towards the forehead, towards the crown of the head. Let the knees really widen out to the side, and then slowly glide the feet along the nose, the lips, the Adam's apple, down into the sternum. Really bring the knees out to the side. Switch your hands at some point to your ankles, and then drop the heels of your feet all the way towards the groin. Pull the knees to their each respective side. Lengthen through the arms. Fill the space between the ears and the shoulders. Tuck the chin into the hollow of the throat. My outer feet are just about 2 inches off the ground. I'm breathing into the inner groin. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, turn your head to the right, please. Allow yourself to work into the chin a little bit, into the front of the left neck area. Really pull that left shoulder down. Try to get a deep stretch into that front fascia. Slowly on an in-breath, bring the head back to neutral, and on the exhale, over to the left, working into the front right side of the neck. You can lift the chin, keeping it to the left. Pull that right shoulder blade down. Keep softening into the arms. You should feel a really nice stretch. And then slowly bring the head back to neutral. And allow yourself to draw the knees closer to the rib cage. Take the hands to the outside, grab the knees. And we're just going to roll right up onto the sitting bones, cross the ankles, or however that works for you, and transition into cat-cow. Lifting up onto the fingertips, arc the back, and hold here, drawing the navel. Look at your navel, nice stretch. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, slowly glide your tailbone towards your heels. On an in-breath, drop forward. Really dip and open up. Lift your chin. Feel a nice stretch. Hold here. Jut your chin out, your jaw out, taking a deep stretch. Take a full in-breath, and on the exhale, we're going to take it back again. Come all the way forward. One more time. All the way back up into tabletop. Come down onto the palms, please. And we're going to turn the right fingertips to the right side of the mat. And we're just going to continue. Maybe bring the right fingertips towards the knee. Do the same thing with the left hand. And maybe your hands are out at the side. This is a wrist stretch. As you lean forward, you release the stretch. As you draw back on an exhale, you take the stretch. Forward and back. Going to try to get every part of the body today in this stretch class. One more time, rocking forward to release the stretch, and then very gently bring it all the way back, soften. Full in breath, full out breath. One more full deep breath. Gently rock forward, bring right hand forward, left hand forward, and we're gonna rise right up onto the knees. We're gonna take and use the left hand to grab the right wrist. Open the fingers on the right hand and gently open and close as you use the left hand to energetically pull the fascia down towards the elbow. That should really take any tension out of the wrist and really warming up fingers and wrists. Nice. Now make a claw. Let's switch sides. So just go over to right hand to left wrist. You're going to squeeze really tight. Pull the skin down, lengthening, and then open and close. Thumb in one time and then thumb out one time. And then from there, we're just going to allow ourselves, please, to just make a claw, a big claw, so my fingers are really open. I'll turn this way. And we're just going to squeeze and bring the fingers together and open into a wide claw. And that should get into every joint in the fingers. Use the claw. Now, from the claw, widen all the way out. Come into the claw and squeeze. One more time, claw and open and squeeze. Good. From there, let's come back down into tabletop. And we're going to allow ourselves, please, to tuck the toes under in down dog. Allow the sitting bones to come up to the earth. If you need a modification, come down into tabletop and you can extend your leg back this way. That's your modification. Take your nice runner stretch. Maybe lift one foot off the floor, really working into the feet. In and out. And then we're just going to take and find a down dog. Widen your fingers, bring the ears between your arms, sits bones to the sky, and do a nice yes with your head. Good. From there, bring your head to stillness. Take the right leg all the way up to the sky. Here's our first little stretch flow. Stack the hip. Really open up. Nice deep opening. I love to roll my ankle when I've got my hip stacked. And then we're going to square the hip. We're going to take and bring the right foot beside the right hand. So step through low lunge. Hold your low lunge, look forward, rock forward and back. We'll take this first one a little bit slow. This is just a flow, and we're going to do it a couple of times. From here, allow yourself to take and dip the right elbow down towards the floor. Yes, deep stretch. And on the in-breath, we're going to press into the left arm, left palm, and stretch the right arm to the sky. Good. On an exhale, we're going to bring it all the way down inside the right foot. Come down onto the left knee. So if you need a knee pad, grab it, please. From there, we're going to take and we're going to rock all the way back. Straightening out. Some of you may be able to come all the way back. A little ouchie on my knees. On an in-breath, come all the way back forward. 3 times. In and out. You can also use your blocks, forward and back. Nice. We're going to come all the way back forward. We're going to draw the right foot back just a little bit. And lift all the way up. We want to have the left knee right underneath the left hip. And on an in-breath, we're just going to extend the left arm to the sky. And we're going to reach and bring that left shoulder blade up as high as you can. Nice deep stretch through that whole left side from the knee up through the hip flexor psoas, all the way up to the fingertips. On an exhale, gently bring it down, right hand inside, tuck your left toe under, step back, down dog. That's our flow. So on an in-breath, bring the left leg up, stack the hip, roll the ankle. We'll only do that one time. We'll skip that on the next one. Square the hip, step through, low lunge, rock forward and back. I'm lifting up onto the heel of that left foot, rolling through the right toes. Good, come into your low lunge. Take and dip your left elbow down towards the floor. You can feel this nice stretch going through here. Make sure the right shoulder blade is plugged in. In breath, stretch up, twist. On the exhale, bring the elbow all the way back down to the floor. And then lift up. Right knee comes down. And we're going to go back and forth. Be mindful of your knees. You can use blocks if you have them at home. Maybe you can open up a little bit more with each rock. Coming all the way back. Placing right knee under right hip and right arm to the sky. Really stretch and elongate here. We want as much stretch as we can. One more breath. And then on an exhale, bring it down. Lift into low lunge, step back, double dog. One more time through that series, a little bit quicker. It'll get easier as we do it. Inhale, right leg to the side. Exhale, stack the hip. Inhale, square the hip. Exhale, step through. Rock forward and back in your low lunge. Nice. Allow yourself to bring the right elbow or forearm down to the floor. Plug in the left shoulder blade. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to the floor. Open up that left hip. Gently lift back up, left knee down, rock forward and back. Two more times. Feel the stretch. Last one. We're going to pull that right foot back. Lift all the way up. Left knee in line with left hip, onto the sky. Breathe. One more breath. On an exhale, left hand down, right hand down, tuck left toe, step back, down dog. Left leg to the side, inhale. Exhale, stack the hip, flex the foot, press into the right heel towards the floor. Inhale, square the hips. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Rock forward and back, working into feet. Good. Allow yourself to find the low lunge. Left forearm to the floor. Plug in the right shoulder blade. Inhale, rise. Exhale, left elbow to the floor. Lift up, low lunge. Knee comes down. Rock forward and back. Two more times. Feel the stretch. If you want to take it all the way back, feel free to do so. Each time a little bit more mobility. Range of motion. Take the left foot back and on an in-breath, rise up. Full exhale and inhale, right arm to the sky. Deep stretch. Really feel yourself reach. Still staying into an alignment. One more breath. And then on an exhale, bring it down. Allow yourself to tuck the back toes, step back, plank into down dog. Woo. From there, allow yourself, please, to walk hands and feet together. Nice forward fold. Lift up into a flat back. Forward fold. Please bend into your right knee. Lengthen through the left leg. Interlace the fingers and draw the one fist up and over. So we're getting a nice stretch into the back side of that left leg. One more breath. To both knees, please. And then lightly and gently lengthen through the right leg. Keep the left knee bent. Begin to breathe into the right hamstring muscles. One more full deep breath. Again, it depends on where you're getting your stretch. Soften into both knees. And on an exhale, release the hands all the way down to the floor or lower legs. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Bring it all the way up. Right hand grabs left wrist. Take it over to the side. Gently release all the way back up over to the left. One more time. Inhale up. Take it all the way over to the right. Draw that left hand back behind your head. On the in-breath, look up. On the exhale, look down towards the floor. Really feel the stretch all the way through the side ribs. Release the wrist. Inhale, come up. Exhale, switch sides. Draw as much as feels comfortable. Hands behind the back of the head. On an in-breath, look up if that's safe. Find that nice deep stretch. Feel into it. On the exhale, head to the floor. Gently release the wrist. On an in-breath, come up. And exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. From there, allow yourself reverse swan dive. Bring it all the way up, palms to touch. Allow yourself to really come onto the left foot and just bring the right leg out to the side. You can keep your toe right by the floor. Let's just feel into that a little bit. I want you to feel yourself really lift up into that standing leg, palms together. Nice. Take a full in-breath and on to exhale, bring the arms or the palms down to the heart. And then very gently open up into cactus arms. Just working into that balance. Take a full in-breath. And to exhale, bring right arm under left, eagle arms. Good. From there, we're just going to take and cross the right ankle over the left ankle, tripod, or right into eagle pose. You can wrap that foot back behind the calf if that feels appropriate. If you fall out, no big deal. Just come right back in. Some of you might want to begin to really squeeze and take elbows and knees towards each other. This really opens up and stretches through that left glute. Nice. Lift it all the way back up into crane. And release down. Roll the shoulders back and then forward. One more time. Roll them back and then roll them forward. Good. We're going to take and connect the fingers. So back of the hand on one is opposite of the other. We're going to stretch the elbows out, crown of the head to the sky. You want to make sure crown of the head is to the sky. We're going to keep the head in neutral position, and we're just going to bring that left elbow down. Allow yourself to press your head into that right arm behind the head, and breathe into the stretch. Take a full in breath, a full out breath. One more full deep breath. Nice, keeping the head where it's at. Just the tension holding. Bring the hands back behind, recup the other way. So back of the hand on one side, palm on the other. I hope that makes sense. It's gonna look like this. Bring it back behind the head. Good. Really pull the shoulder blades down. Engage the core. On an exhale, sweep right up to the floor. Lift up through the crown of the head. The tendency is to bring chin to chest. If you have room, press the back of your head into that back left forearm. Breathe. Nice deep stretch. One more breath. And then very, very gently bring the hands right behind the head. And on an exhale into cactus arms. Good. From there, we're going to bring the inner arms towards each other. Raise the elbows, the forearms as high as you can, chin to chest. Take a full in breath. And on an exhale, bend the knees, bring the elbows back. Inhale, draw together, straighten the legs, chin to chest. One more time as you exhale, bend into the knees, bring the elbows straight back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then very, very gently straighten the legs, bring the arms forward. From there, we'll transition to the other side, so bring the arms down, palms to the heart, and let's bring that left foot out to the side. Feel yourself rise up onto that standing leg, and you can keep your toe really close to the floor. Allow this right leg to lengthen and breathe. We're going to open up into cactus arms, elbows down. Good, and we're going to take and bring left arm under right. Nope, right under left. Woo, I'm tipping. Switching arms from legs. We're going to take and sweep. You can cross at the ankle and tuck the toe, squeezing shin bone and inner thighs together. That's the modification of eagle balance. Otherwise, it's up on the thigh. You have to bend into the knee. You might have the flexibility to bring the left foot behind the right paw. Perhaps you're steady and can begin to bring elbows to knees. Take your time, flow with your focus. Breathe into it. If you fall out, just come right back in. That's all a part of working through the wobbles. Then as you're ready, rise it back up. Working into crane pose. Woo! I can breathe on the lanai. And then gently bring it all the way down. Let's again roll the shoulders back and then forward. Nice. From there, allow yourself, please, to let's draw the arms all the way up. And on an exhale, bend into the arm, into the wrist creases, like you're standing in a door jamb. Pull the shoulder blades down. Press the fingers towards your shoulders. Now, one more full deep breath. Really get a nice stretch there. And then allow yourself to roll the fingers under. Touch the fingers together and get a nice deep outer stretch on the outer wrist. Good, and then bring hands to hips. Let's bring right foot forward, left back. Coming into a warrior one. From there, allow yourself, please, to soften into that front right knee. Bring your arms forward. Nice, and on an exhale, just hinge forward. Like a warrior three. If it feels safe, if you need to, put your hands on your hips. You can begin to feel the stretch on the back of this right leg. If it feels safe, go ahead and flow forward. Make sure you're really pressed into that left leg. Inhale, lift flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Soften into the belly of the hamstrings. One more breath. Nice. Soften into the knee, hands onto the hips, and on an in-breath, rise all the way up. From there, allow yourself to bend into that right knee and lift up onto your toes. Really now press into that left heel. Squeeze that left glute. Nice. Bring both arms up to the sky. We're going to let right hand grab left wrist, left palm to the sky. Be careful. This is a balance. Lean over to the side. If you need, bring that right heel down. I'm trying to lift all the way up onto just the ball mound of the right foot. One more breath. Gently bring the right heel down. Release. And lengthen through that front leg. Bring the hands back behind you and lengthen with a flat back. One more breath. Nice. Soften into the front knee. Reverse swan dive. The arms out to the side, up to the sky. Touch the palms and exhale, hands to the hips. Step back foot to front foot. Allow yourself to open the hips forward, hands onto the low back, onto the hamstrings. Head can come back or not, your choice. Full deep breaths. Breathe. One more. Knees can be soft. And then slowly rise back up. Let's take and open up into a wider stance and just bring the elbows down onto the thighs. From there, we're just going to place the left hand onto the floor. Keep the knees bent and rise the right arm to the sky. Good. Lift up onto the left fingertips. Tuck that right shoulder blade down and in. One more breath. On an exhale, gently bring it down. We're going to switch sides. Keep the right hand into the middle, into the center. Reach up, pull that left shoulder blade down and hug it in. And then lift it. Hug it in, still lift it away from the ground. One more breath. Nice, and on an exhale, gently bring it down. Right hand to right thigh, left hand on the left thigh, and slowly rising all the way up. With the legs wider, again, place the hands onto the hamstring and gently open up. Allow yourself to align crown right over the center midline of the body, and then jump the feet together, step the feet together, or heel toe. Coming to do our other side, so step the left foot forward, pivot onto the back, right heel, warrior one. So you're squared, hips and shoulders. Nice. Soft knee. Hands can be on the hips. They can be up to the sky. You don't want to bend in this right leg. You want it energized with that glute tight. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, begin to hinge forward. You come flat back, in other words, back parallel to the earth. Really engage into that right leg. Pull the left hip back so that you're in nice alignment. And then bring it all the way down. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. One more full deep breath here. Really energize into that right leg. Press into that right heel. Feel the four corners of your foot. Breathe into the belly of the hamstrings. And then as you're ready, soften that front knee. You can bring hands to hips or reverse swan dive. Bring it all the way up. Palms to touch. And exhale down to the heart. We're going to soften into that front knee, that left knee. You can see I still have hips and shoulders squared. So I'm feeling a stretch through this front quad. I'm going to lift up onto the left toes. Woo. And on an in-breath, rise up. Here's your balance. Really anchor into your toes, the ball on the back. Left foot. Energize into that right leg. Allow yourself to spin right palm to the sky. Really anchor those legs, engage your core, and take it to the side. Breathe into the opening. One more breath. Watch your balance. Use your drishti, your focus. Gently draw it all the way back up. Heel comes down. Arms to the sky. Allow yourself to bring hands to hip. Woo. Front knee is softened. Let's go ahead and step all the way forward. Roll into the hips. One time, one direction, and then the other. Let's begin to loosen it up a little bit before we come down and do some nice shoulders. So go ahead and come into empty coat sleeves. Take it side to side, please. Really juice up the spine. Let the arms go. They should be flapping. If you want to work on your balance, close your eyes. Take it side to side. one. Come back to neutral position. Let's widen the legs. We're going to open up the right toes at 45 degrees. Let's gently bring the arms out to the side. You're going to have a soft right knee. On an exhale, we're going to keep the spine long. I'm going to bend into my right elbow and stack the back of my hand onto my back hip. And I'm going to reach. I'm going to keep my spine long. And I'm going to try to bring that left arm way inside the right toes. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. Begin to soften into the hamstrings. Deep stretch. Really reach. Soften into the knee. And on an in-breath, rise back up. Bring the toes back in, 90 degrees. Open up the left. 45 degrees. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, again, I'm going to bend into the left elbow. I'm going to stack the back of my left hand as I stay long, reaching through as far as I can. Maybe you don't touch the floor, but feel the length of your spine. Breathe into the stretch. Once you get into the depth of the stretch, begin to soften into the hamstrings. One more breath. Soften into that left knee. Windmill all the way back up, arms out. Nice, and gently bring the arms down. Allow yourself to bring all 10 toes towards the side of the mat. And on an exhale, we're going to come all the way down. Heel toe out as far as it feels safe for you. Work into it. Bring your tailbone back. As you bring your tailbone back, you should feel a nice stretch through the back of the hamstrings, maybe into the inner muscles on the inside. Good, take a couple of breaths, press into the outer edges of the feet, but also the big toe mound. Deep stretch, be careful, I can really feel this tweaking my right knee. We're gonna take and bend into the right knee. Rock back, and switch. Switch. For those of you who feel pretty strong, you can take and bring your palms together. Remember that the deeper stretch is when you bring the tailbone back towards the back side or the other side of the mat. Bring the hands down and let's just take it from side to side. Side to side, working those inner muscles, side to side. Be careful of your knees. You can begin to roll up onto that extended heel. Some of you may be able to bring your tailbone all the way down to your right heel. I did not have the range of motion to do that. And then switch sides. So bend into that left knee. I think try and sort of demo it here. Stretching out here. Bring it all the way back to neutral, please. We're going to heel toe in a little bit and just transition right down into tabletop. We're going to come into some deeper shoulder stretches. I don't know that I've ever done these before with all of you. So from there, we're just going to walk the knees back and bring the hips forward. Allow yourself to just melt the thighs all the way down, elbows straight back. And come into Sphinx Cobra. Allow yourself to rock onto one hip and then the other. Lengthen out the legs. We're going to take and bring the right hand forward slightly. I'm still on my forearm. And I'm just going to take and thread the left arm underneath. You can see I'm going to descend all the way down onto that upper left arm. I'm going to bring the shoulder all the way to the floor. I'm going to make sure that my chin, when I roll my head forward, is going to be right in front of that shoulder. This should be safe for every shoulder tweaking that I can think of. If you need to modify, just bring it here or just a little bit slightly forward. We're then going to take and lengthen the right arm all the way out. So you should be feeling a deep stretch through that left shoulder all the way to the center of the spine. Now just roll your head forward. Place your chin right on top of that left shoulder. Allow yourself to soften into the stretch. Take 3 breaths here. Full in breath. Full out breath. This should really have a nice deep stretch through that whole back and left rib wall from mid-back all the way up to the upper shoulder. One more full deep breath here, please. And then very, very gently bring that right elbow back. Lift up onto the palm and slowly and gently bring that left arm out. Come right back into Sphinx Cobra. Elbows right underneath the shoulders. Allow yourself to anchor your legs, press into the front of your feet. Lift up. Your navel should not be touching the floor. Pull your elbows back and press the shoulder blades all the way down. Look at the floor about 3 feet in front of you. Nice. Really press forearms into the earth, elbows pressing towards hip points towards the elbows. Lift the kneecaps, press into the tops of the feet. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, please look to the left. On an in-breath, to the center, and exhale to the other side. Head comes all the way back to neutral. Release the legs, let them soften. Tuck your toes under, all 10 toes if you can, and then lift your kneecaps and press into those toes. All the way as far as you can. Bring the knees down, and one more time compress the toes. Press the toes away from you, getting a deep stretch. And then release them back down. We're going to bring that left arm forward slightly. That looks like about 3 inches. And we're just going to take and slowly thread that right arm forward. All the way down until the edge of the shoulder is down. And then let the head fall as you lengthen out the left arm. Take full deep breaths here. Soften into it. Allow yourself to really feel that stretch into now the right upper back rib wall. Full deep breath. Working into the traps. Walk your left fingertips forward. Get a deep stretch as you lengthen through that. One more nice deep breath. Beautiful. And then bring your left hand back. Press and come all the way back into Sphinx Cobra. We're going to do one more. Jackie, I know you have a hurt shoulder. I have a little bit of a tweaky shoulder. So we will modify ours a little bit. I'll show you this in both directions. We're going to take and allow ourselves to come all the way down. We're going to bring the right arm straight out from our right shoulder, palm down. Then we're going to take and draw our left hand back, though as if it's in cobra position, right beside the rib cage. And then I'm going to take and I'm going to begin to roll onto the right side of the body. I'm going to move my mic here a little bit, sorry. I'm going to bend into that left leg deeply, and I'm going to place my left foot on the floor. I'm going to use my left hand, and I'm going to release my head to the floor. If you have a tweaky shoulder, you're not going to bring the palm directly out from your shoulder. You're going to bring it in varying degrees towards the hip. So you want to now get a beautiful external rotation of that right shoulder. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. 2 more full deep breaths. Breathing into the stretch. 1 more. And then very, very slowly roll back around. Ooh. Bring both palms beside the rib cage. Anchor the legs. On an in-breath, rise up cobra. Exhale down. One more time, bring it all the way up. And exhale down. We're going to switch sides. So we're going to take and thread that left arm underneath, or out to the side, left arm out to the side. We're going to take and roll as we externally rotate that shoulder. You can see I'm bending through my knee. And I'm going to place that right foot on the floor. If I had a tweaky shoulder, I would have that palm more so down by my hip. So find just that right place for you. Maybe begin to roll towards the back of your head. Just opening up. If you bring that top hand back behind you, you're going to get an even deeper stretch. It's all in varying degrees. Soften and breathe. Full in breath. Full out breath. I'm going to reverse this so you can see the other side. Full in breath. Full out breath. One more full deep breath. Be very, very careful here. This is a deep external rotation of the shoulder. And then very, very gently allow yourself to roll forward. Ooh, very nice and slow. We're going to press up into child's pose. So bring the palms beside the rib cage. We're just going to very sweetly bring it back. Bring the hands all the way back with you. And take a couple of breaths here. We have one more stretch before we come into Shavasana. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. On an in breath, we're just going to very gently come forward back up into tabletop. And we're going to take and bring our right, let's actually press into down dog. And we're going to take our right foot and bring it underneath. We're going to roll onto the inner edge of the left foot and we're going to come all the way down. So we're extending right hip all the way over to the right toes. We're going to bring the hands forward and we're going to lift up onto the fingertips. If you need a modification, bend into the right knee. Allow yourself to flex somewhat into that right foot. Rise up nice and tall. Good, breathe. I'm going to widen my hands really nice and wide. I want you to feel lifting up from the pubic bone through the navel sheath all the way to the floating ribs and up to the collarbones. Pull in the core muscles, engage the navel into the spine. And on an exhale, bend into the elbows and come forward. Anchor that back leg, lift up. One more time, bring it all the way forward. And lift it all the way back up. We're going to walk just a little bit more to the left. We're going to lift up tall so that there's this deep stretch. I'm pulling this shoulder blade all the way down. And then I'm going to extend this arm up and back with the palm planted on the floor. Plug that shoulder blade in. Good, now sweep and open and roll. On an exhale, we're going to come forward. Try to maintain your length and begin to descend down towards the floor. Maybe come down onto your forearms. Breathe into the stretch. I can feel a deep stretch right through here on this left rib wall. Nice deep stretch. My left knee is not touching the floor. Lift up on that. One more breath. Slowly draw it all the way back upright. Nice. Tuck the back toes under and lift up. Bend into the knees, step back, down dog. If you want, you can take that left leg up to the sky and then sweep it through. Come onto the outer edge. Gently bring the hip all the way down. Roll onto the inner edge of the back, extended leg, and rock forward. Again, we want to pull all of this fascia up from this hip crease. Get very tall. Flex into this extended leg and work into that stretch. Widen the hands, and on an exhale, bend out and flow to the floor. Inhale, rise. One more time, take it all the way forward. I can feel a nice deep stretch into that low back, wrapping around through that left tailbone. Rise it up. Take it a little bit more over to the left. Really feel this opening, all of this nice and open all the way up to the midline of the sternum. Really planting into this hip and then extend. Make sure that that left shoulder blade's really plugged in and open up, deep stretch. You might even want to lift up onto the fingertips. I'm pressing into that extended back leg, the right leg, and I'm on the inner edge of it, and I'm pressing it into the floor. It's active, as is my extended left. You can see I'm pressing into the heel of my left foot. I'm taking the toes towards the shin bone. Nice. On an exhale, roll it forward. And if it is appropriate, square the shoulders and come down onto the forearms. Literally, I'm pressing my right hip point towards the floor, trying to level out those hips. I'm getting a nice stretch through the sacrum, more through like L4, 5, down into S1. Feel the stretch, work into it, use your forearms, and then very, very gently rise back up. Woo. Lift up. Nice. Knee comes under, feet to the side, and transition onto the opposite hip. Allow yourself to extend the legs out. We're going to take and use the left leg. You can grab right underneath the knee crease. You can use the ankle. Knee is soft, chin to chest. We're going to anchor that right leg, and we're just going to slowly roll down. Bring the right leg up and switch, deep stretch. One more time, each leg, really opening up. Hopefully you feel nice and open, knees into the chest. Bring the arms out to a T. Legs can be up to the sky or knees can be bent. Bring the knees right on top of the hips, and on an exhale, roll over to the side, core engaged. Keep the head looking straight to the sky, both shoulder blades down. Engage the core muscles, draw the knees towards the chest, draw them all the way up. Let's lift the legs. And then you can keep the legs lengthened out, or you can bring the knees to the chest. Bring the knees right on top of the hips and print the low back. Just a tiny bit of core tuck in the belly. And on an exhale, roll it over to the left. Keep the head in neutral, both shoulder blades down. Draw the knees towards the chest, engage the core, and roll them all the way back up. Palms onto the knees, and just lightly massage the back. Take the other leg. And then find that sweet space where you want to take your Shavasana. You can take legs up the wall, up a chair. You can take and place the block underneath the sacral spine. I really love this one. You have to bring the block or a pillow more so towards the lower buttocks. Widen the legs. And then draw the arms out and just come into the form of a star. Tuck the chin into the chest. This is really nice to open up the hip flexors, deep stretch for the front body. Begin to weave your breath, or you can be straight down on the floor with the blocks just above the knee creases to release your back. And that again can be a nice little pillow. Close your eyes, please come into your breath. Take a full in breath. Hold the breath, and then a nice long exhale. Again, take a full in breath. Hold the breath. And then a nice long exhale. Allow the breath to find its own natural rhythm, please. Just allow the back body to feel the support of the earth. Allow the eyes to gently soften. And if the eyelids are closed and you feel safe to do so, just allow them to close. Feel the top part of the body just soften. Feel all of the muscles release the bones. Feel the ligaments and the tendons gently release and soften. Begin to feel an inner smile rise up from the base of the organ area. And let that smile lift up into your heart. And then into your lips, to your eyes. Just feel that gentle shift into a little bit higher space. And then allow yourself to listen to the breath, staying deeply focused. And perhaps you might notice there's a song or music to the soul. This music of the soul encircles the light. So begin to see the edges of the light. Freely it dances in this light of spirit. So begin to dance to that inner side, into that inner song. Feel the light, feel the freedom. And as you shift to this place, there's nothing that you need. All bonds are laid aside. All self-imposed chains fall away. What more could we want of this inner freedom? Stepping into the light, I see what is true, what is real. Seeing the light in others is seeing the light within me. It is that I would behold today. As I listen to spirit, I lighten up. I feel weightless. It is as if I am gently floating away on a cloud. So just allow yourself to find that space, floating or dancing in the light. Use every out-breath to release whatever is not needed. Feel the space and feel the freedom. Begin to deepen the breath. Begin to feel that inner dance arise as you wake up the muscles, fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Depending on how you chose to take this Shavasana, just begin to deepen, perhaps knees to the chest, maybe a deep stretch. At one point, allow yourself to roll over onto one side. Embracing this light, and as you embrace that light, know that you are embracing the light of all beings. Rise up to the sitting bones. Draw the palms of the heart. And our thoughts from Plato, Song of Life. Music gives a soul to the universe, wings to the mind,
light to the imagination, and light to everything. So soar until we meet again.